Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Upamecano, now Saliba, Tchouameni, it's Camavinga, turns back here, probably the best option, it's Hernandez, and here's Mbappe, brilliantly cut out, and that's a throw-in. Upamecano, now Saliba, Klaus, nice sequence of passes this, the ball has bounced loose now, out towards the flank, Saliba. France are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Ball played for Klaus. Conte strokes it back. Hernandez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Dembele. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Guendouzi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hernandez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
France are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe touches it back. Tchouameni, nicely shaped ball. Guendouzi. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that looks a decent ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Tchouameni. Conte. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's on his way! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chouameni. Upamecano. Oh, cracking. He's having a shot! And it's Hernandez. Some really good ball movement. Olise! Goal! France! First blood drawn. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out...
Shot a goal! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's forced to go back. Could be danger here. Very nicely done. Yep, it's a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And he's there to belt it away. Out of play for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's picked his way through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Chouameni. France come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Zaire Emery. Dembele. Zaire Emery. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. It's Hernandez. Chouameni. He'll play for Klaus. Guendouzi. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
France's free kick then. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. It's a threatening ball.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and
Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game.
Changement en cours.
Camavinga! They've got to be quick to recover this. France have the chance to go the other way. And this is Dembele. France needed that. They really needed it.
you know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. And the shot! That's another chance! He has done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zaire Emery. And it's Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Flashes it. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Attention.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Changement.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. France have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Dembele. Klaus. No luck with that dink over the top.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Klaus. Conte. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé, good driving run. Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Conte. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Doué. Dembele.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Le numéro 14.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a promising position. Showing good feet. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Conte.
Temps additionnel. 5
Rabiot
minutes.
just eases him off the ball. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Mbappe receives, shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Hernandez. And Pavard. Guendouzi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Klaus. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kolumwani with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate. Klaus. Klaus gets a cross in. Mbappe herring after the ball here. Oh, what has happened here? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Conte. And it's Guendouzi. And Pavard. And it's Zaire Emery. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So it is still 0-0. Hernandez. Now the cross. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safety. Threads one in. France given another corner. So, third corner of the game. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, their fourth corner of the game. Konate. And he's forced to go back. Here's Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And he's worked it through. He's onside! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Hernandez. This looks promising. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Saliba. Rabiot. Klaus. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's Dembele. Zaire Emery. And it's Zaire Emery. Hernandez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Colomwani, steaming on goalwards. Colomwani! And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. And here's Dembele. Zaire Emery. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Dembele goes short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Dembele with the short one. Good ball, good take. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France get their 4th corner. Now it's Colomwani. And here's Dembele. He's on it, can he get away? Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
And it's Dembele. Zaire Emery. Nice sequence of passes, this. Tchouaméni with the clearance. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gets a good foot in there. Played into space. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is lovely. Konate. And it's Tchouaméni. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Rabiot. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Maignan. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Knocks it out wide. Look at the space here. Incoming delivery. Cleared without hesitation.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
France have a free kick. Chouameni has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Klaus to Rabiot, Camavinga, and here's Dembele, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Kolo Muani, looking for options for movement. He is through here, he's had a shot, and again, goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
France have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Mbappe! Real chance! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
25.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Dembele thinks one through. He's being urged to shoot. That's tidy. Backward it goes. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lovely, now then. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Opts for safety. Hernandez. Now it's Thuram. That has been slung wide. Played in with purpose.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6, le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 26, le numéro 9.
France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Mbappe taking charge of the dead ball. And it's Hernandez. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Conte. Konate. Quality ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Now it's Thuram.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Saliba. Doué. That's a cute ball. Hernandez makes the interception. Conte.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well read, nice interception. Konate. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Conte. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Elise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chouameni goes short. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Elise. Chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. Drilled in low. And smartly reclaimed. Spread it left. And he whips it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Elise. He's in a great position here. France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's been caught off. Shot a goal! In he goes again. Really well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. That is lovely. Played in deep. Saliba with the clearance.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chips it through. This looks promising. Over to the left. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It'll be a throw-in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a fine interception. Konate gets across to intercept that. Rabiot. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Konate defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's clever. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Konate. And here's Mbappe. Zaire Emery. And he's intervened well there. Hernandez. It's Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Klaus. And he welcomes it in.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Saliba. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Zaire Emery. Goes for a shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
France go into the lead. Passing nice and neat. Tchouaméni. France needing a change of fortune here. That's a cute ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Saliba. Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot. France finding their passes. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Klaus. Looking for options for movement. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Corner number 2 then.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 9. Attention, changement.
Camavinga plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Chance here to counter. Mbappe. Rabiot.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Now the ball in. Gets his head on it! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Changement.
It's their second corner of the game. It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 3 coming up. It's Rabiot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
So there's going to be another change
le
here.
numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 24. Le numéro
France
25.
have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Searching pass he's played there. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Doué. Rabiot. He's looking wide. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Good ball, good take. Dembele. That's very neat. He's found a way past. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. 5 minutes left on the clock. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 8. À leur place, le
This
numéro
usually
2.
is the time teams
Le
go
numéro
into
11.
conservation
Le
mode.
numéro 18. Changement en cours.
Doué. Pass is just off target. That's going to go a long way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the left it goes. Crosses it in here. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good take in a good area. Lovely bit of skill. And he was quick to react. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba wins the duel this time. Hernandez. And Upamecano. Klaus. Konate. And here's Dembele. Upamecano, not the most accurate pass. And he welcomes it in. Backward it goes. He's having a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Nice interception, well timed. Neither side yet able to find the net. Tchouaméni. That's a cute ball. Koundé calmly anticipates. And it's made its way to him. Big chance! Camavinga.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
France looking to pass their way through. Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick. Saliba is there and he can pick it up. Klaus. And he's had it nicked away. Rabiot. Klaus. And it's Rabiot. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Dembele. Klaus. Now here's the delivery. Koundé with the clearance. Zaire Emery.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Half an hour played now. Good running, strong and purposeful. Dembele! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And he was quick to react. Now that looks a decent ball. Colomouani. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. And claimed it back swiftly. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Camavinga. Hernandez. And it's Tchouaméni. And Upamecano. Oh, good spread. Tchouaméni. Zaire Emery. That is lovely. Now it's Colomouani. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. It's come to nothing. He's got away. And here comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Saliba really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the defense... That could spell trouble. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Chouameni tries to pass it through.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks...
Mbappe!
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Klaus. And it's Chouameni. And Konate. Saliba. Konate. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now, can they get him away? Camavinga, he has found the way through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Hernandez. France do have a chance to counter here. Klaus. Good ball, good take. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! First blood drawn. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 15.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numéro 24.
So we have the first goal.
Changement.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Mbappe. This looks promising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's on it, can he get away? Thuram gets into some space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Saliba makes the interception. Conte.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Doué. And that is expertly dealt with. Hit into the middle. Gets his head on it! And that could have brought them level.
Now that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 4. Le numéro 25.
Time is running out here. At least, he's given it away.
Le numéro 2.
He's had a shot!
Le numéro 19.
Been shipped out wide. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, he's not going to get any further than that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. And it's Guendouzi. Now Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. And it's Hernandez. To Guendouzi. Guendouzi stood his ground strongly. Oh, goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Oh, well played.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
France finding their passes. Barcola, nice looking ball, floated through, and the finish! And that is the last effort of the game. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's gone out for a throw-in. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Upamecano. Now the delivery. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Saliba, France looking to pass their way through. Aims beyond the defence. Big chance! Goal! France!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Elise, quarter of an hour played. Passes short and sharp. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting touch! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
A probing pass. Great ball, and he's in. Chance, surely! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Koundé cuts out the pass. Camavinga, not the most accurate pass. France have scored 2 quick goals here. Chouameni is fouled. Saliba and Hernandez. Camavinga. Hernandez. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Zaire Emery. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Zaire Emery. And that has put paid to that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. And he's forced to go back. Saliba. And Konate. Klaus. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's the keeper's ball. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Upamecano. Now Saliba. Konate. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great vision.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through.
And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And here's Dembele. Can he finish? Goal! They're back within reach! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
France give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Thuram. Searching pass he's played there. He is through here. Chooses to go back. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Hernandez. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, he applies the finish!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's a decent clearance. France have the chance to go the other way. Olise. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Rabiot. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
It's Rabiot! And he hits the net! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So now the difference is 3. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, it's Dembele. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That has been cut short. Tchouaméni. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's been shifted off it. Chouameni. Olise engages and forces him off the ball. Camavinga. And here's Dembele. Rabiot. Oh, easy pickings there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 14, le numéro 6.
Saliba.
Le numéro 12, le numéro 25, le numéro 26.
That's a
Changement
throw.
en cours.
That has not gone well. France still have the cards to affect this game. And he's decided to go for it. He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. They forced the error, and that's it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Olise! Passing is crisp and sharp. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Mbappe picks it up out wide. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Has a shot! And another try! And again! Goal! France! And France are in front! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. More and more pressure on the ball here. France looking to pass their way through. Tries to play it through. Rabiot. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. Well read, nice interception. Back to the keeper it goes. France are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Guendouzi. Guendouzi goes on a run down the left wing. And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Doué. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Rabiot. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doué. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Hernandez showing good feet, and he's whipped it across. And that's the keeper's ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's beaten the last man. Oh, this is a great position. Goes for a shot. It's there. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
temps
danger was always there,
additionnel,
Peter.
1 minute.
We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of...
He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style! And right on half-time! And the first half is done. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
France are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Oh, good-looking ball. He is starved of space and time. And it's Hernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Klaus. Rabiot. Now Saliba. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants...
Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pavard. Hernandez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rabiot, given the lift of his goal. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Rabiot opts for safety. Ball played for Klaus. Konate. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. Tchouaméni played out to the right.
Changement en cours.
Olise. Olise receives it in a good position here. Olise purring through the gears.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he finish? He scores! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's heads at times like that is a mystery to me.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
À leur
benches.
place, le numéro 25. Le numéro 7.
Dembélé.
Attention, changement.
That's tidy. Deep cross. And the ball is out of play. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dembele is herring after that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Turns back here, probably the best option. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Great vision. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here, and a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Picked out brilliantly. Conte touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. He's being urged to shoot. It'll be a throw-in. Dembele, up he goes! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Konate, Saliba. It's Hernandez. Conte. Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
Mbappe, and the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's Rabiot. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, sweet feet. Now is this the final assault? This looks promising. There's the shot! Goal! Deep into injury time! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
Time for a change in personnel.
Le numéro 21.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Le numéro 5.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And here's Thuram. Saliba.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the early goal...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. It's a goal kick. Out to the right. Now it's Dembele. He is through here. And the finish! Pass somewhat off target. And he's been shifted off it. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That's a good ball out wide. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal, France! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That has been knocked clear. Tchouameni. France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read. And the danger is averted. Dembele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's on it, can he get away? Big chance, must be! Can he finish? No mistake! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Thuram. Upamecano deals with that comfortably. Quality ball.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been flattened there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Doué, nice-looking ball. Good read, needed to be. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away
as quickly as possible.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And France can counter now. Klaus does well to get it back. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is...
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than...
Chance! It's there! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Attention, attention, le trafic risque d'être très dense dès le coup de sifflet final.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Picked out brilliantly. Great vision. Hoisted in. Terrific header. He has done it. France are back on level terms. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Le numéro 9. Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rabiot. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pressing high and with purpose. Now that looks a decent ball. France can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rabiot. Big chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Rabiot deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Attention, changement.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's nice. Hernandez with the delivery. Kolomwani might just make this. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Chouameni, Camavinga looking to add to his goal. Hernandez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Changement.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rabiot tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
That's a throw. Klaus. Now Saliba. Hernandez. Ball played for Klaus. Rabiot is herring after that one. Klaus. Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to play him in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Mbappe. Now it's Kolomwani. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Klaus. That's Rabiot. Konate. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
And he is going into that little black book.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
France have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 25. Le numéro 19. Le numéro 5. Le numéro 7.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Koundé. And he's forced to go back.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
France looking to pass their way through. Konate. And it's Chouameni. And here's Dembele. And it's Kanté. Over to the left. And he's put his cross in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
3 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe is onto this. Hernandez has created one goal already. That's that, the end. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Just eases him off the ball. Doué. Closing in on goal. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's hard to find players who can really test this guy, Pavard. He's had a remarkable ascent to the top, but then again, he has outstanding qualities. Very consistent, cool under pressure, and against the toughest of opponents, he stays strong.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Saliba. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Hernandez receives it in a good position here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Klaus with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Nice physical challenge. Dembele tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Camavinga, thinks about the shot. That's travelling a long way. Klaus.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Chouameni. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Out of play for a goal kick.
Konate gathers from the goal kick. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Early ball.
Can he finish? Goal! France! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Chouameni. Camavinga. Aims beyond the defence. He's having a shot! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And now he has two. France are sitting pretty. And the shot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Mbappe certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Stood up well to him there. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's Dembele. France have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's gone back to the keeper. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
France really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
France in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Klaus. Rabiot. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. And Konate. Klaus. And it's Rabiot. And it's Chouameni. It's Camavinga. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele has it out wide and in space. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Doué. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rabiot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
France, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Good read, needed to be. Thuram, who does have an assist to his name. 60 minutes played. Chouameni. Klaus. It's a good run down the right. And it's Rabiot, looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one.
France couldn't really be more watertight.
Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's straight offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that pass isn't the best. Klaus. Konate.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Camavinga. Thuram. And it's Doué. Played out towards the right wing. Passing nice and neat. Camavinga. And now the breakaway. Klaus. 75 minutes played. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. There will be a throw-in. And that's it.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball.
Oh, what a climb!
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. Mignon claims comfortably.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
That has not gone well. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Done delicately. Klaus. Kante might just make this. Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And it's Guendouzi. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and they're confident.
And the finish!
First quarter of an hour gone.
Chouameni.
So it is still 0-0. Guendouzi.
Konate makes the interception. Chouameni. Just eases him off the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's in on goal.
Oh.
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zaire Emery. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Guendouzi. Chouameni to Guendouzi. Zaire Emery.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's the chance to counter.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And back to the keeper.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a sharp pass.
Hernandez.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Dembele. And the pass is intercepted.
Saliba. Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Tries to pass it through.
That looks a good cross.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's played it back. And here's Kante. An uncompromising challenge. And that is out of play. Saliba. France finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Great vision. Thuram, he's beaten the last man. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink.
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's nice. Tchouaméni deals with that comfortably. Chance here to counter. Good ball, good take. And he was quick to react. Stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Attention, changement.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Can he spark a counter here? Driving forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That pass has been well intercepted. Thuram. Konate defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable.
Just the goalkeeper, he's tried one! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's another chance! And he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. And the ball is out of play.
Changement en cours.
So here comes a substitution. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Big chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's made its way to him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Dembele. Oh, shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Danger averted for now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Hernandez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rabiot. And here's Thuram. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe making good progress on the right-hand side.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Changement pour la France.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Le numéro 19.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter.
Changement.
Now to get good contact on it.
Showing good feet. Hit into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now, can they get it back? Saliba plays it long.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Good ball over the top. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Out to the right. Rabiot. And this is Rabiot.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
France making consecutive changes here.
Le numéro 15. À leur place.
France,
le numéro
moments
26.
now away from seeing this one
7.
out.
Le numéro 5.
Dembele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Conte.
Il y aura 4
Camavinga.
minutes de temps
Passing is
additionnel.
crisp and sharp. 4 extra minutes added on. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Hernandez. Ball played for Klaus. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's Olise. And that's it. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well... Shot, surely! Superb goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, a breakthrough already. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Oh, super find. And he's away. Poor, robust challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's really well manoeuvred. Thuram. Klaus. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No foul, says the referee. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe, and this is Dembele. He was under real pressure there. And here's Mbappe. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. Chouameni.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Konate with the slide tackle there. Chouameni. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Cleared without complication. And it's Rabiot. Chouameni gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Saliba. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni. Zaire Emery. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Climbs up big! Danger averted for now. Konate. Oh, good spread. Now the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Up towards the front line. Upamecano spots it and intercepts.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Olise. Now it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery looking to penetrate opposition lines. Thuram might just make this. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has a look up and he shoots! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Chouameni. Hernandez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Chouameni. Zaire Emery. He's found a way through. Chance!
That's just...
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely, now then. Big chance! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hernandez. Guendouzi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Camavinga. Oh, well measured. It's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Chouameni tries to play it through. Klaus gets into a good position. Played up towards the front line. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Rabiot. And he's heaved it away.
Changement en cours.
Ball is over the line. Doué. Camavinga. Hernandez. Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's a throw-in. Saliba. Konate. Ball played for Klaus. Klaus. He's got away. And it's made its way to him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Camavinga. Backward it goes. Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Kone. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 25. Le numéro 19.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played into space. Played in with purpose. Cleared away. A probing pass. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni. Knocks. Chance for a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And here's Mbappe. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now this could be a chance. France have their third corner. Doué with the clearance. Little pass back.
And now they've got a chance to start again. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barcola tries to pass it through. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. Le numéro 21.
So here comes the substitution.
À leur place,
France
le numéro
take the
24.
lead. Now it's
Le
just a
numéro
question
16.
of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be it. France perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. He's looking wide. Just eases him off the ball. Played out to the left flank. Ball swung it. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Dembele. He's through here. He's had it taken off him. France are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And that's gone loose. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Hernandez has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And that has been cleared. Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zaire Emery. He won't be happy with that one. Camavinga aims beyond the defence, shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Klaus. Thuram. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Goal! France! And France are in front. Thuram duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, good spread. Mbappe. Now it's Zaire Emery. That's good play. Rabiot. Nicely spread. And here's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Manuel gets it away. Knocks it into space. Plays it. There's the shot! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France are doing very nicely, thank you. But oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
France are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Good ball, good take. It's run loose, who's going to get there? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Hernandez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni, chance here to counter. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Conte. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. That is good strength. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That was lovely, that.
And this is Dembele. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Rabiot. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Oh, what shot, surely! Hernandez getting this one clear.
Changement.
Barcola. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he was alert to it. Camavinga, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rabiot. And he's had it nicked away. Hernandez. Klaus. Well, that has not gone well. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Tries a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Dembele! Now that was quite some save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Corner
9,
number 2 then.
le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 7,
Hernandez plays it
le numéro
short.
25. Changement en cours.
It's going to be another corner, I think. France have their third corner. Hernandez goes short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Lovely bit of skill. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
France give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now it's Barcola. Klaus. And it's Rabiot. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This looks promising. Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught this time, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. France get their fourth corner. Hernandez with the short one. France are looking to go forward now. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. A lot of space ahead of him. France with another chance from a corner. They're up to 5 corners now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14, le numéro 4. À leur place, le numéro 26, le numéro 2.
That should get the job done. Ball is over the line. France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Dembele purring through the gears. Hernandez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dembele, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, decent chance! It's in! And they are cruising away.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Klaus? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's Dembele. Colomwani. Chance for a shot! The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. Tries to cross. Gets his head on it! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Kolumuani. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Chouameni, Konate, Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele receives it in a good position here. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Camavinga. It's a searching pass. That looks a good ball through. And they've got rid. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is just caressing the ball. Now the delivery. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Upamecano. And Konate. Saliba. Camavinga. France looking to pass their way through. Olise. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chouameni. Passes short and sharp. Pass interception, his positioning was spot on. Chouameni. Klaus. And it's Chouameni. Nice sequence of passes, this. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance! That's going to go a long way. Just off target. Corner number 2 then. Olise can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Konate. Saliba. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's a shade optimistic. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Zaire Emery. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. And here's Zaire Emery. Saliba gets it clear. Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zaire Emery. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Great ball if he can get there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's been shifted off it. Neatly clipped into space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. So, third corner of the game. It's gone for a throw-in. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence proved infallible then. Mbappe! The captain delivers!
Well, I can tell you, that'll definitely liven up the half-time team talk. Scoring first is always a plus, but scoring with that level of quality will surely lift every member of that team now. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that has put paid to that. It's a threatening ball. And the shot! Guendouzi. Zaire Emery. He's in a great position here. It's played through for him. France needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's picked his way through. He's found a way through. Thuram. Cleared away. It's a really well-measured ball. Lofted in. Saliba with the clearance. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Chance, surely! Oh, it's come loose.
France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Zaire Emery. And it's Guendouzi. Threads one in. Nicely worked. And he's gone looking for safety. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dembele. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. Zaire Emery. Look at the space here. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Well, this looks
9.
promising in terms
Le
of
numéro 14.
distance and angle.
À leur
This
place,
the perfect chance
le
to
numéro
extend
7.
the advantage.
Le numéro 25. Attention.
Mbappe!
Changement.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target. France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's searching through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Now he's off and running. Driving forward, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. France can consider themselves just about safe now. Conte. Shot could be on. There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
France have their
Le
second
numéro
corner now.
8. À leur place, le numéro
Dembele
5.
plays it
Le
short.
numéro 19.
France have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Thuram. Thuram ploughing through the middle. Conte looking for a runner. Konate makes the interception. And it's Camavinga. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Camavinga. Hernandez. Nicely shaped ball. That is good alertness. And it's Dembele. Colomboani. Conte. Dembele.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Hernandez. And the through ball. He is through here. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Konate. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! They've done it! Deep into injury time! Just so calm on. And that is as far as it goes. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's...